What's up everybody, welcome back to Low Luxury. I know on this channel, we tend to cover the same few brands continuously because that's what I like. I cover what I like and what I wear tends to be Enfant Riche de Prime, Rick Owens, and Balenciaga, with a couple others sometimes thrown in there. But that's not to say those are the only good brands out in the world. There are so many good ones. And today, I want to highlight one that I think is maybe underappreciated and that could easily fit into your wardrobe right now. And that brand is called GmbH, which is like the German version of an LLC, as far as I can tell. So a very kind of like utilitarian kind of brand name, which I think fits very well, as you'll see. And here's what I like about this brand is that they have a very, very clear point of view and style, but they also can fit into a lot of niches of things that you may already be wearing. Because I think they have the kind of workwear spirit of a Helmut Lang. They have the kind of Eastern European clubwear aspect of a Misbehave or a Vêtement. And they have this kind of dark femininity of a Rick Owens. So now maybe with all of that explained, you're starting to see why I think it could fit into the oeuvre of this channel. And today I have two button-down shirts from the brand that I am very, very excited to show you. And this is stuff that you could grab for fairly cheap because, listen, the retail prices of GmbH stuff is similar to a lot of the stuff we cover on this channel, which is to say it's pretty expensive, I will admit. But because they don't have as much of like a name brand, they're not as well known as some of the other brands we cover, they tend to get discounted more heavily. So when it comes time towards the end of an Essence sale or any of these other sites that carry them, it tends to get very, very affordable very quickly. So these were both budget pickups for me, but I think they're gonna slot right into my wardrobe in a really nice way. And I want to show you what we got. So we're going to check out the details of both of these pieces and I'll show you why I think they are worth knowing. And then we'll try both of them on. We'll put fits together and see how they look. So let's dive in. So we have a short sleeve and a long sleeve here to look at. Let's start with the short sleeve. It's still kind of warm out. That's going to be a go-to. And you can see that both these bags are branded with big black logo print. When you're doing luxury stuff at this price point, it's good to just find little ways to kind of heighten things like that. And these branded bags are a nice way to do that. You can see these are Essence pickups. And this is the Hammer Jacquard shirt. Ooh, black in a size small. Let's see what it looks like. And it already feels incredible. The fabrication on this is crazy, especially for what I paid for it. So let's get this hung up. Oh, damn, in the light already. Here we go. All right, so there you have it. That's this first piece, a nice wide camp collar button-down shirt. There's that collar there, that's so nice. And all over jacquard, kind of crossed hammer logo. And for this one, it's clear they're going to their kind of Eastern European roots. To me, I don't know what this really necessarily means to them. I've done some research on the symbology here. But to me, I think I'm comfortable wearing it because I take it as a kind of support for workers, for the downtrodden, the common people, that kind of thing, which I'm all for, but it definitely evokes that kind of thing. So very cool piece, very cool look. Let's see if the tags tell us anything good. GmbH, a bunch of German, okay. The same stickers that we had on the bag. And right here at the back of the neck is this big, big woven tag here, kind of stripes going through. Big woven logo. I love their font choice, honestly. And this is sewn down along the left and right side. Now, how about the care tags? Let's see what this is made of and where. So right up front, we get a size tag. It's smalls all the way down in every country. We get the logo, and this is called, I guess, the Talisman shirt. Makes sense. From Autumn Winter 22. And it is 53% wool, 47% PES. I'm not even sure what that is, but it's really the wool that you feel here. It has that kind of, I don't know, almost warm scratch to it, which is quite nice. Made in Hungary, which is interesting. Not something you see often, but I feel like there's a certain subset of brands like Kiko Kostadinov and stuff that like to do things in Hungary, Romania, countries like that. They're definitely coming up in the world in terms of clothing manufacturing. And on the back, the details dry clean, warm iron if needed. And you get a little extra button here with, I think that's the logo print there, the letters. Very cool. As for the piece itself, I love this nice spread collar here, and little notch in there. As we saw, the buttons are branded. You get a chest pocket right there, nice and squared off, workwear-like. And I really like the cuffed sleeves here. That's a really nice touch, and those are sewn down in the cuffway, so they're never gonna come undone. And then it's a really, really straight hem. So all in all, it's, yeah, a very, very workman-like shirt, but done in a high fashion way, in all black, dark black, which I absolutely love. And you may not have noticed, but if you get in close, there is some like pinstriping between the crossed hammers that adds just a nice touch there. It almost makes it look like tailoring, some suiting, and it elevates it in a really nice way. But that's just the first shirt. I think the second one is really the standout here, so let's check it out. So this is in the same bag, but what are the details on the stickers for this one? This is from a year earlier, so autumn-winter 21, and this is called the Interlock shirt. Interesting, also in black for a size small. So let's check this out. And right away, you can already feel it's a totally different fabrication. It's like a thick stretch material, which is going to be really interesting. So let's hang it up. And there it is. This piece just goes crazy. Like, they did not need to go this hard, but they did anyway, and I appreciate them for it. And this is on a very different level than the short sleeve. The short sleeve is like an everyday wear type of thing, whereas this is something special, and you're seeing some of those influences, but done in a different kind of way. Like, I think with the chest zippers, you get some of that Rick Owens in there, but then there's an extra embellishment on these buttons that we'll see. This big spread collar is kind of reminiscent to me of a Kiko Kostatinov, and it also has like a classic Beatlesy vibe. Like, you could see one of them wearing that here. And there's also like a kind of Western element to it while also being workwear, but very elevated and space age at the same time. Like, this piece contains multitudes, you know, and I'm so excited to get into it. So the tags look very similar, but I'm curious to see what this one's made of. So the tags are very similar here, still a size small, and this is called the Welt am Dracht Wild 2021, and this is viscose. I'm guessing that's polyamide and elastane, but majority viscose, and it's like a thick viscose. Like, this is perfectly at the halfway point between a shirt and a jacket. Like, it's a shacket for sure. And this one was made in Poland. Very, very cool. You sometimes see brands making stuff there, but that's a rarer one, which I like to see. And they also give you an extra button here, and you start to see that. Let's look at actually these buttons in context of the shirt, because they are so wild. Maybe my favorite part of the piece. So these are metal buttons, and this is like where the space age part I was talking about comes in. Look at this. It's like a little emblem, badge, steering wheel type of thing, with these kind of like clear glass rhinestones in the middle of every single button. Every button is like that, and I think that adds such a unique element. This piece would not be the same without them, and I think they add a lot here. The zippers are metal, of course, silver metal, and they are, I believe, YKK zippers, kind of the standard good zipper brand, them and Riri, so that's good to see. And then this shirt, there's so many great decisions they made here. Like, look at these extra seams coming down the middle that give this piece some extra shape. And it kind of, I don't know, it tapers in on the inside, so this piece has an incredibly nice and flattering fit. It's just flattering, period. I already mentioned this collar. Huge, huge spread collar. And there's no button up here, so it's always gonna sit open like that, which again is just incredibly flattering. You can see at the sleeves, it is kind of more like a dress shirt sleeve. It tapers in a bit, cinches here. And actually at this sleeve right here, you've got an embroidered logo, that lettering right there, which is awesome. And then more of these buttons around the outside, again, just adding some elevation here. And even a smaller one, a tiny baby version of it up here to open or close the sleeve if you want to roll them up or whatever. So nice. And the back is pretty simple by comparison. You get a stitch going all the way across the back, but then you also get a couple more going down the sides. And from the back, I think, again, you can see how nice the shape of this thing is. Damn, I love this shirt, jacket, shacket. So good. All right, now that we've looked at all of those details of these two GmbH pieces, we've got to throw them on. I'll tell you how they fit, how they feel, but to do that, we're gonna need some other clothes to put together our outfit. So we need something cool to go with these, for sure. And I think I just wanna keep it clean and black, like really sleek, and stay within the vibe of GmbH. So for our bottoms, I think what's really gonna elevate this is some leather pants from Enfant Riche de Prime. This is an early pair of leather pants from the brand that are so nice. I love these. And then for the boots, remember I said that this collar gave me a kind of Beatles vibe? Well, I have from Raf Simons, these are the Cylon boots, and they're kind of like a spacey Beatle boot in a way. And I'm not sure if we're gonna need any outerwear, but if we do, I've got this vintage Italian leather jacket here, like shearling jacket, with some custom stuff that I did on the back here, painted leather patches. So we'll do that for outerwear only if we need it. So I think that's gonna be our look. Let's see how it turns out. All right, we're gonna take this piece by piece, and we've gotta start with our pants. Let's get some pants on, all right? That's step one. It is the Enfant Riche de Prime leather pants, and these are sick. They have a nice taper to them. They are lined in silk, so they're like as nice as it gets. Then let's get those shoes on. So these are the Raf Simons Cylon boots, and they're also leather, so it's black leather on black leather. No complaints so far. And then let's start by putting on the crossed hammer shirt, the short sleeve camp collar one. And this one, I really like this. It is a relaxed fit, definitely bigger than normal size small, which is the tagged size on this, but I do like that because it gives it a more workmanlike type of feel. And you saw it is majority wool fabrication, so it has a little bit of like a fine element to it. It feels more elevated than it looks. I love that they chose wool for this fabrication here. I think the collar is just right, the pocket's super helpful, and maybe the best part of all this, I think, is those cuffed sleeves, because those really take it over the top and make it far more fashionable and far more flattering, in my opinion. But I think the real standout here is the other shirt, the long sleeve viscose one. So let's switch out and throw that on now. And I hope you're seeing right away why I like this one so damn much. This shirt looks fantastic. And I don't know if I should be feeling like it looks like it's from decades past or decades in the future, because it could really work either way. And that's why I think it goes so well with the Raf Simons boots, because they have a very similar vibe. But everything about this is great. This nice thick viscose fabrication I absolutely love, because it means it like drapes well, but also stays kind of tight to you, because it kind of tapers in around the middle of the waist, and it really frames me up very well. At least for my type of build, this is as good as a fit gets for a long sleeve button down shirt here. That giant spread collar just looks so good. I love it, showing just the right amount of chest. It's got this, I don't know, harsh femininity to it, and that's what I like about a lot of the GmbH stuff. So I think both of these pieces are really great additions to my rotation. I think they're both very fashionable and fashion forward, but also incredibly wearable, which is what I was really looking for here. So I definitely think you should give them a look when you see them pop up at any retailers that you're looking at, because their stuff is very, very good and can be often had at a very good price. So definitely don't look them over. Next time you're scrolling Essence, give them a shot. All right, that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Take a look at the other video on screen here. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.